Hello everybody, and welcome to Rainbow Six Siege. I'm going to be doing a quick little review of it. I played the open beta, I didn't play the closed beta because I didn't know 100% if I was going to pre-order it. But I felt like I should do a review video on this after I had played it. Let me pause it real quick and go into my audio this way. I'm sure you can hear me. I'll crank this back up when I'm done. Okay, down. Now then, like I said, I played the beta. I didn't play the closed beta stuff, so I don't really know 100% what's going on from there, how it was, but in the beta it was kind of like, a lot of people were negative about it because it had a lot of server crashes and things of that nature, but that kind of stuff sort of expected in a beta, at least. There's a lot of bombs in that room. But on a whole, I found it kind of good because that's kind of how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to have a lot of bugs and stuff in your beta, that way you can fix them. But I guess some people don't feel that way. But this isn't about the beta, this is about the actual game, which, so far I've only played one match, but I've played a couple terrorist hunt, but I've done a lot of the operative stuff as well, like the training stuff. And I've been really enjoying it on a whole. Like, it's refreshing because it's not, you know, Call of Duty. It's not just run up on them and shoot them until they can't move anymore. This one has a lot of tactical, like situational sort of awareness. Shit. My cat's freaking out. Sorry. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's the door that I came in. There we go. Okay, fuck. They shot it out. Okay, well, I know it's probably in that building, though. I could deploy another one, but I'm gonna not bother. Actually, yeah, well. How do I feel about the game? Like, mechanically, it's really enjoyable. So far, I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it. It's, like I said, it's a very tactics-focused game. Like how I know there's an enemy like right here around this corner. So if I pull up here, ow. I don't know if I can place this here. No. Not here either? No. It's kind of a good thing, though. Let's put that there, and so I'm playing as a new enemy, or a new unit, called Fuse, that wasn't in the beta that I saw. And, essentially the way that he plays is, like, you can equip him with LMG instead, but I'm using a, riot shield because I'm doing solo terrorist hunt, and I'd rather have a shield. Personally. But essentially the way that he plays is like the way that the game plays is essentially full tactics based. And what I mean by that is, so that I don't just sound like I'm being facetious, it's essentially you have to know where the enemies are before you breach into a room. I'll probably put a cluster bomb launcher right there. Right there. Okay. But if you know how to, like, if you know how the enemy's set up before you go in, there's a lot more that you can do. As opposed to just knowing, or as opposed to just, like, walk in, shoot at the enemy. Oh shit, that's a problem. Should be, like, right there in corner, I think. relatively. But the way that it's playing right now is you can blow through walls. I know everybody's probably bored as hell of hearing me talk about this, but you can breach walls. You can use your drone to identify enemies through walls. Oh, they destroyed my drone with that flash. Oh shit. No. Oh. No. But you can destroy walls with breaching charges. You can flash out enemies, and it involves a lot of tactics. You can blow open the floor, the ceiling, in most circumstances. And it's just, on a whole, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Oh, I didn't think he'd kill me through the shield. That's good to know. But on a whole, I actually thoroughly enjoy it. It's rather enjoyable, actually. It's got a bunch of new modes in it. Since I failed that, I'm gonna back out and pull up the list of operatives. I'm gonna probably get down to talking about how I feel precisely about the game after I cover all the basics. But if you want to know on a scale of 10 what I would give it, it's in the description usually. If I do any review video, I put like an X out of 10. I do it on a scale of 10 always. But you get like all these situations that you can run through. I've only done 2 stars on a lot of them because I take a lot of health damage. This one's just because I didn't shoot enemies through walls. Yeah. Let's pull these up. Like, I've bought 3 new ones instead of like a couple of the old ones because I wanted to see what they were about. When you pick up a unit, now they have an operator video that you can watch. Like if I go down here to smoke. Yeah. And I'm going to talk over this, so I do apologize if you wanted to see it without that, but the way that it works is you learn a little bit about your operator and how they play. Like this fella uses toxic gas grenades to like smoke out areas, and you can kill enemies with them. I'm gonna go ahead and just exit that. But I mean, as with the pre-release, you can go through and put on different camos, different like different skins, different attachments. It's really cool because like you can go through and see what your stats are for them. You can see, even to the degree that you can see a personal background bio for them, which is really nice. And if I go up here to unlock new operator, you can see there's a total of 4 under each, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And each one has their own special thing, like he can use a big ass hammer to break through walls, EMP grenades, and jammer. But they're all picked up with in-game currency. You don't have to spend money on the game. I haven't actually looked at the shop, so I don't know if there's any microtransactions, so I should probably look at that. There definitely are microtransactions. Which, from what I can tell, they don't actually let you buy any big bonuses. They just give you, like, weapon skins. Which is really cool. So, okay. Now that I've talked about pretty much everything that I feel I should have talked about, I mean, there's new modes, new maps, a lot of new content, a lot of strategy involved. It's a really good game, especially if you have a group of friends to play it with. Like, I've been solo queuing because I don't really have friends that play this game, but I've been enjoying it a whole lot. It's a Uplay game, so I mean, however you feel about that. Oh, wow, so I get a skin, so I'll probably go get that after I do this video. But on a whole, I feel that, especially if you have a bunch of friends that are talking about buying it as well, you should probably pick it up if they're going to, because getting a 5-man team together and just doing like multiplayer as a group, as long as you can call positions and strategize, you'll be dead set. You'll be perfect. But for players that like to run and gun, it's more of a a difficult game to run and gun in. But on the whole, I feel extremely positively about it. But I played a lot of Counter-Strike on the computer, which involved pretty well the same mechanics of hold position or take position. It's one of those things. I mean, there also is friendly fire, so you can shoot teammates to death. So, I mean, if you're not a person that's into that, don't pick this up. You're not going to enjoy it as much. But as far as I feel about it, it's a really good game. I've been enjoying my time with it so far. I've spent about an hour and a half on it before I did this little video, which is more than I normally take to upload, because I just couldn't bother coming off of this, like getting off the game to do the video, because I was just doing matches. But yeah, so on a whole, I'd give it like 8.5 out of 10, which is a strong recommendation from me, considering that my favorite game that I've ever played is only like a 9.5. I've never had a game hit 10, and that's just because it has to be outstanding, like impeccable in every way, shape, and form for me to feel it's a 10. The game was a 10 when it first came out, but it degraded over time after I'd played it through enough, but that's a whole different can of worms. But yeah, so 8.5 out of 10. Would recommend it stronger if you have friends that you can convince to play it with you, or if you're planning to make new friends to play this game with, because it's a squad-based shooter in a very tight format. Keeps you guessing because you can blow through walls and such. But yeah. So that's been my review video on Rainbow Six Siege. If you have any comments about what I didn't mention, or your opinion, just drop it in the comments below, and I try and get back and reply to any comments that I see down there. But I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.